Red Dinosaur. Watching the red eye from a distance. This lion of blue. All in the sea. While Chinese lanterns stare. This Aldebaran bird. This plastic fire. While green is against the purple. The black face arrives, chasing the night troopers away. For it's almost daylight. The track to the deepest tax. What a nation. There are wolf gnats on the highways. They have soap in their mouths, spitting fires and lights. They are from tax undercover. In Siam the tops of bottles are high, while their caps fly into limited skies. For there are bigger pictures behind. Screaming. There are trains running to Arabia and back. But it's all in Arabia. When they go they just come. Trains of Arabia. While it's purple against the green. Shivering colors of a tiger. Democracy. Just a trick of tax. A skilled dictator. Bred by those who didn't listen. An orange to make all things pale again. Transparent enough to lay the addiction. While an onion and a potato are dancing. These are things they can never reach. While tax is growing in their head. It's the black curse. They are tax masters of memory and association. Laying the addiction. Freezing the focus. While you pay and pay. Until you are in money's hell. Where slaves are dying for money. Where there's never enough. Never enough to save the children. Never enough to free a man. This land is under a spell. When the orange smiles, the yellow rose falls. When the onion touches the moon. A potato. She hits the ground. It's the yellow spoon. Rising up to feed the awakening children. These are jokes in the air. This banana's child. A good way to burn money. To let the parties rise. They call it charity. But it's a trap. For you are the slave, the rest of your life. Walking with their caravans. Spreading the crime. Bark, your mouth gets without paper. It's turning into glue. I told you at the beginning of the trip. But you didn't listen. Breeding dictators, and now they're standing here. The deepest tax is like holes to the station. The yellow rose leaves from here. Too much confusion. When the onion touches the potato. Under an orange smile. When the green hits the black. It finally hits yellow. Then the squirtle will laugh. Until the banana touches the chocolate. A brown stone. While the red is falling, and the squirtle will weep. 60 days she will weep. Until the red touches the blue. Then she will become cold as ice. Until the blue hits the orange. Then she falls asleep. To be a statue on a white chocolate market square. She rises. All pairs lead to the fur here. One fur. With so many edges. And from the statue Dartabahan comes. To bring the snow. The white dance. Aldebaran birds as feathers in a gamble machine. These machines of deers. Still on top of Arabia City. Where the movies dance. It's a big jukebox. There's coffee streaming from it. And all sorts of lemonades. And in the evening and the night. There's lion's tea for all. While a red dinosaur is starting the trains. These trains of deers, these trains from Arabia. These are the caravans going to the deserts. To pick up their prisoners for an author's kitchen. The red eye is spinning. The toys come alive. The movies are running. And the thunderbirds are floating down. While the curtains are rising. And then closing. While Jesus Judas is descending. Into your darkest nights. A night trooper. Never seeing daylight. He has a bakerman's mouth full of blame. These blaming mouths. These bakerman's mouths. Roaring through the night. While their bodies are inviting. Luring like billboards. These are the displaydals of Baghdad. Striking you like thunder and lightning. In this fisherman's boat. You have no rights at all. Their mouths are roaring on Aldebaran's coasts. Where statues of lions come alive. He has a bakerman's mouth, a red one, roaring through the nights. These are water tunnels leading you home. These are spirals, while the big 8 is running. And then we are in Bakerman's stomach. Pushing little buttons to Z. Cocaine head to eat, cocaine head to swallow. We are just a piece of meat. Coming alive in the stomach. And what we see there. The black pond. And a dwarf with 3 roses. Showing us the tall cowboy. Showing us the tall cowboy faces of the deserts. And when they swallow us, we can reach for the shoes. The shoes. While machines of deers are spinning. We take flight. We bend the light. To make the fairy tale complete. The missing piece doesn't make us asleep again. For it's in our hands now. This red eye. To dive in a black pond of slavery. Where a black castle stands. While a brown stone brings me to the arena. Some people never fight. They never travel, they can't move. While the brown lets me fight for freedom. I become more and more a prisoner. And then I reach the purple, where the delirium breaks me free. These are the kisses of death, binding me to liberty, while the rats are running, and 3 pirate ships arise, and Chinese lanterns stare. These are the fruits of Orion, dark creatures in Oak Hill seas.